and welcome back. So for today's video I am finally filming my makeup collection. It has been so long since I filmed my last one. I didn't realise how long it had been, but I'm not going to ramble this intro at all. I'm just going to say, classic disclaimer, I'm not trying to brag or boast in any way, shape or form. This is all spent with either my own money or gifted to me, but the majority is spend my own money. I've got a job, I do work for my money, so yeah, I'm not really going to go into that too much because you have, like, everybody has to say it and it just gets a bit boring. So yeah, but I'm going to start with what's in here because this has changed up since my last makeup collection. And my makeup brushes, these are literally the same, so I'm not going to go through those. If you want to see them, then check out my previous makeup collection, which actually got like a crazy amount of views. In the lipstick holder, this was given to me by Malika. I don't know where she got it from, but it was part of our Christmas swap. And in the front row I've got Maybelline baby lips from their like lip balm collection. I've got some bog standard ones. Peach Punch is my favourite. Then I've got Dr. Rescue. These three were given to me by Malika for Christmas, and then I got these two. And then in the second row I've got Makeup Revolution Renaissance lipstick in Val. That's their old packaging. I've got my MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick. I've got this gorgeous looking lipstick from Revolution in Stiletto, and it's actually a really good dupe for Velvet Teddy. Like, it is a bit lighter, but it is really, really nice. I've then got a Kate Moss lipstick. I've got this really cool lip sync lipstick in Unicorn Tribe, which is great for like festival makeup. And then I've got 4 Mini Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks, and I absolutely love these. And I'm not massively into lipsticks, but these are amazing. This is one of my favourite shades, and it's in Venus. Malika gifted these to me as well. I just love them. Then in the back, I don't know how well you can see these, but I've got 3 liquid lips from Revolution. So I've got a metallic in Rerule, a lip gloss in Original, and a liquid lipstick in Noble. I've got a MAC liquid lipstick, the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, which is incredible, and then a collection version, which isn't as good, but it's still nice. It's a bit wobbly, but in the first drawer, I've got my fake Kylie Jenner liquid lips that I got from the car boot. I literally just have these in here to look nice and just to fill up the drawer. I do not use these. And I've also got my fake Huda Beauty liquid lipstick. This is the full-size version of Flirt. But obviously I'm not going to use that because you don't know what's in them, but they look nice in there. And then in the bottom drawer, I just have my Sugar Bomb lip gloss from Benefit, a Rimmel lip liner, my Summer of Love triple bake bronzer, which I believe Malika got me as well, which is really, really nice. And also a Chanel bronzing powder that was given to me by Malika 2 Christmases ago. So yeah, that is everything for that. Concealers, this is pretty much the same, I think, as my last makeup collection, but if you haven't watched that, I've got the Lottie London Got It Covered concealer, which is really good. That's in porcelain. I've got the Revolution Conceal and Define concealer, and this is in the shade C1. It is honestly amazing. For £4, you can't go wrong. I've also got the Naked Skin concealer, which I just want to use up, and I won't repurchase this for quite a while, or maybe ever. It is a really good product, so if you want to spend the money, definitely, but that is, in my opinion, so much better. It's only £4. Then I just got this Primark one, which was only like 90p, and I've kept this for like a testing Primark's cheapest makeup video. So over to my foundations. This has grown a bit since my last one, and I've got one more on the way, which is the Dermacol Full Coverage Foundation. I'm so excited to do a video on that. It's been very long awaited. But I've got the Revolution foundation stick. I've been raving about this. It's honestly amazing. Mine's in the shade F1, and I absolutely love it. I surprised myself, but the coverage is amazing. The finish, everything. I love it so much. I've also got the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage in F1. This is the lightest shade they do. They have such a wide range of shades. It's incredible for such an affordable brand. This was £7, so a bit more pricey, but the fact that it says camouflage and full cover makes me think it's going to be an alternative to the Dermacol one. So very excited to do a first impression on that. I've got the Primark My Perfect Colour, which I really like. I've also got a new foundation, which I'm waiting to do a video on, which is the No Shine Mattifying Foundation from New Look, and that's in porcelain. I've got the Lottie London Selfie Ready Foundation, which is really nice. I like that. And then I've got the Lasting Finish Breathable from Rimmel, which I don't think I'm going to keep for much longer because I just don't go for it anymore, because I found new favourites. And then I've got a lot nicer looking sponge from Real Techniques. Still a bit grubby, but trust me, it looks a lot better than my other one. And then down the side, I've just got my Bourjois bronzer, which is really, really nice, and it just gives a really nice warm glow. Then I've just got my Freedom Contour Kit, and then over here I've got my trusty Revolution fixing spray, which I just love and use so much. There's not much product left in this one. I have got a backup. And then I've got a mattifying makeup primer from New Look, which was in their 50% off sale, and it does actually feel quite nice on the skin. So I've got the Goddess of Love Triple Baked Highlighter from I Heart Makeup, and then I've got 2 of the new highlighters from Primark. I've got all of them, but the other 2 are in my eyeshadow drawer. So this is Brunch Club. I absolutely flipping love this one. It is so gorgeous. And then this is Mink Pink, which is a bit more iridescent. Glow Duo from I Heart Makeup, which I don't tend to use, I've got to be honest. And then in here I've just got a bunch of products. So I've got my Rimmel Stay Matte Max Soft and Gentle. I've got a MUA highlighter, Maybelline Master Sculpt, a powder from Poundland, and my bronzer from I Heart Makeup, and the Duo from W7. Then down the side I've got the Dandelion Twinkle Highlighter Powder, which is amazing, from Benefit, and just my one and only blush, which is the Primark one. But yeah, that is everything for the first drawer. I would definitely say this drawer is a lot less cluttered than it was in my previous makeup collection, because I've done a recent declutter and I just think it's a lot less hectic. But in here I've got the very few single eyeshadows that I've got. I've got a Duo from NARS in Isolde. This is just amazing. It's just amazing. I love it, and I will keep this till the day I die because it was so expensive for what it is. I've got a little Clarins sort of travel little palette that I got gifted by one of my colleagues, and I was really grateful for that, because obviously Clarins is a pretty pricey brand. And this is one of my favourite Kiko eyeshadows of all time. It's just an amazing brown shade. I got this because Chelsea said it was amazing, and she's right. And then I've got these 2 shadows from Kiko, and this is just such a lovely sort of like nectar colour, if you get what I mean. And this is a really good bronze. Love them. I use all of this a lot. In here I've got like stick products for my eyes, a Glam Crystals from Collection, and then just cream eyeshadows, because I do like cream eyeshadows. I've got a Chanel eyeshadow crayon that was gifted to me by Malika. I really like that. And then an alternative with a more rose gold undertone is the Kiko Glacial eyeshadow crayon, which, oh, I love that so much. Then I've got a brow highlighter crayon, and I've got a Glam Crystals in Glitz. This is honestly amazing. Eyeshadow creams, I've got 2 from Primark from their news collection. This is the more pinky toned, which is Daydream, which is really nice, but my favourite that I use the most is this, and this is in the shade Enchanted. I use this for like my work makeup and stuff. Like, look at that, it's amazing. And then I've just got a Kiko one, which is like a champagne-y creamy colour. It is really nice. And then I've just got from the Primark, just like a basic range, the matte eyeshadow cream in Aphrodite, which is a really good eyeshadow base. And then in here, which isn't really much to show you, I've got the Rimmel brow pencil in Hazel, the Elf eyeshadow primer in Sheer, because I love that, Duo powder from Freedom for my brows, the Revolution brow pomade, not the updated one. I've got a Poundland eye pencil sharpener, and then I've got my Revolution brow palette that came in a beauty set for Christmas. And then in here I've got mascaras, which once again is a lot less cluttered. I've got the Too Faced Better Than Sex, because I'm going to use this up and then put it in my empties pot, because I film empties videos now, and I just don't think I'll repurchase this, merely for the fact it is a good mascara, but it is so expensive, and compared to this, I think this does just the same job, maybe even better, and it's a lot cheaper, and it's my favourite mascara at the moment, which is the Total Temptation by Maybelline. I've then also got the W7 Eyelash, which I really like, and the Lash Sensational by Maybelline, which I think everyone should have in their makeup collection, because I think it's great. I've just got like glitters and pigments and things, so I've got a pink and a silver glitter from Primark, which are really nice. These are really comfortable to wear in the eyes, unless you use this. Now this is like glitter super glue, but it is a piece of crap to get off. It is so painful, but it does keep everything in place. It just really hurts to get off because it's like stuck on there. I've then got 2 from Barry M. I've got a fine glitter dust and a dazzle dust in number 7 and number 44. I've got 2 MAC products. So I've got a MAC pigment, which is used very regularly. I love that. And then this one, which is Reflects Transparent Teal, which is a lot more messy, but it's really good. Then I've got 2 Primark pigments, a really nice yellowy gold and more of like a burnt copper. But yeah, I use this drawer so much, mainly because obviously my brows and like mascaras and stuff, but I'm really experimenting with more looks, and I am just, oh, I just love eye makeup basically, so this drawer is one of my faves. So in this drawer I have sort of like affordable drugstore, sort of like high street branded eyeshadows, because I know I didn't separate them previously, but because I tend to go to these more, because I just prefer them most of the time, I just thought I'd keep them all in one place and then I knew where they were. But I've just got the sort of the same palettes as I had before in the regards of the I Heart Makeup palette, Revolution, more Revolution, that's a Halloween palette. I've got all of the Reloaded palettes. This is my favourite. This is Neutrals too. But yeah, I've got all of them. I cracked that one, but yeah, I definitely need to use the other ones more, but I use that on the daily. Then got the Revolution Soph palette, which I love. The Resurrection palette, which I might give away, to be honest, because I don't really use it that much. And then my Build Your Own by Freedom. Then I also have the Love Conquers All palette down the side because I love that. It's amazing. Then over here I've got the Primark Nudes palette, which is supposed to sort of be like the Nudes collection is supposed to have products and then it's like dupe of Kim Kardashian stuff. But this is an amazing palette, believe it or not. You literally just get one shimmer and the rest are mattes, which normally I wouldn't like, but some of these shades are super pigmented, so I'll feature that in a video. I've then got another Primark palette which I might give away because I've got this one now and I don't see the point in having two because I won't really use that, because the shades that are in here, most of them are in here or in my other well-used palettes. Then I've got another Primark face palette behind there. Oh. Then in here I've got like little eyeshadow palettes and I've got some more pigments. These are from Primark. These are a recent purchase. This is just in the shade Nude and this is in the shade Purple, and I thought that was such a pretty colour. And these were only £1.50 each. And then I've got a body glitter because I didn't have really anywhere else to put it. But look at that. Like, this is from their Glitter Junkie range, which is like their festival makeup and things range, and it's amazing. And then I've got these, which are the metallic eye pigments. These are really pigmented. It's amazing, especially this one. But these are only £1 each. £1 for these, and this is in the shade Illusion and this is in the shade Myth, and I really recommend you try these out. I haven't tested them on my eyes yet, but the pigment in the swatches is insane. And then I've got the other two highlighters from Primark in Gold Digger, because obviously I could not use that on my face. I just wouldn't feel comfortable with it on. And then I've got Peachin, which is a really good eyeshadow shade also. Then I've got a Kiko palette, which is broken and smashed, but I just don't have the heart to get rid of it because I just love it. And then I've got the Little Mix collection palette, which I love. Then down the side here, I've got the Amber and the Berry palette from Primark. They were £4 each, and the pigment in the Berry palette from swatch-wise is a lot better than the Amber, but yeah, this is my most used eyeshadow drawer because I tend to buy more drugstore palettes than high-end, because obviously you can buy more affordable palettes with your money than high-end ones. So this is like my higher end palette drawer, which you can see is really empty compared to my other one. But I've got my Naked Heat, which I do use a lot. I honestly love this. I do think it's an amazing palette. I've got the Too Faced Sweet Peach. I've also got the BH Cosmetics Carly Bybel, which, to be fair, isn't really high end. It was £18, which is more expensive than like Revolution and stuff, but it is more affordable than the other ones. But I've fallen back in love with this palette. Honestly, it's incredible, especially these shades and those shades. I use these as eyeshadows because they're too dark for my skin tone, but they brought out a bigger version of this, but I just didn't buy it because I'm like, it's exactly the same, but 2 more rows of eyeshadows, which are pretty much replicas of this, so I thought it was pointless. But I really like this, and it's really pigmented and gorgeous, and oh, literally, I think I might, to be fair, put this in here. Possibly, because it is a bit more affordable compared to the rest of this. Then I've got the Jaclyn Hill palette, which was the most expensive palette I think I've ever bought in my life. Not gonna lie, it was so expensive for a Morphe palette. It was like £37, £38, but the shadows in this are insane. As you can see, I use this one a hell of a lot, but I do love this. You can create so many different looks, but it cost a fair penny, so yeah, not for the faint-hearted, that's for sure. I had to queue and everything. It was when it was first launched on Beauty Bay. I had to queue and everything for that, but it was worth it because it's an incredible palette, but still, it was so expensive. And then over here, I just have 3 Too Faced palettes, which, to be honest, I don't need all of them, but all of them have shades that I love in it, so I can't part with any of them, which is really bad, but you know. I've got Super Fun Night, which is incredible for like nighttime looks, as the name suggests. Really, really pretty colours. I don't actually tend to go for the highlight or the face products in these palettes, mainly just the eyeshadows. Natural Beauty, the packaging is just so cute. Like, to be fair, I could probably part with this one out of all of them because it's the one I hardly go to, because I believe in pink. So I would never go for that shade ever, but these colours are gorgeous. So to be fair, when I do my next makeup declutter, that one can probably go, because out of all three, this one could go to someone else and get much better use. This drawer is just face palettes as it was before, so I have decluttered this, not much because I didn't really want to get rid of many. This is sort of like maybe going at some point because I just don't use it, but I just couldn't part with it because it was pricey for me. So I've got the City Colour Collection strobe and highlighter palette. I got this for Christmas from my colleague, and the intensity of the pigment, like the intense pigment in this is insane. Like, holy guacamole. I've got the Becca Chrissy Teigen palette, which, to be honest, I could give away so easily, but it was an investment and a half, and like my NARS Duo eyeshadow, for what it is, it was £45 from Space NK, so I'm not getting rid of that. Hell no, because I paid a lot of money, and that was when I didn't have as much money and I saved up, so that's staying with me till I die. I might even get buried with it because it was expensive. But then I've got the Urban Decay Afterglow palette. I've got my two favourite palettes in here, which is this Soph Times Revolution highlighter palette and my Primark contour kit, which, as you can see, I've hit pan and smashed that one. You can't get that anymore, which is such a shame, but it is amazing. I've got Freedom, Benefit, Too Faced, got a NARS palette, then I've got Tanya Burr palette. I do really like this, and I love the fact that NARS do these sort of palettes, because you just get like tasters for like all the products, and it saves you money in theory. That was from Malika, which was extremely kind of her. That is it for this makeup collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I just hope you enjoyed this, and I'm so glad I finally filmed it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next vlog or video, whichever one you watch first. Bye.